Yeah, I don't think the center or the...
Feeling good, you know, first time doing cabinets. Learning quick though. Door.
Right. So...
You have to introduce yourself before you go.
Hi, I'm Nathan Wood. I am Isaac Wood's older brother. And his great influence and inspiration for all of this. So, yeah.
I put one cabinet in, my day's work is done.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do another walkthrough of the house that we're currently working on and share with you our progress. It's pretty much the same, besides we got drywall up and this has been primed and painted, and then as well as the ceiling is painted as well. If you notice our mess here, we got a bunch of cardboard boxes, and that is due to the fact that our kitchen is going in. So our uppers are just going to be like a plain white, as you can see here, with a solid door, because we got a couple of different colors going on here with the floor. I'll show you a sample of the floor. With the style of house is this, being a craftsman, I think most people generally want like a darker floor color just to make the house feel warmer. So this is what we went with, and it's true hardwood. Pretty classy stuff. So with that going on, and then our kitchen cabinets are going on with this darker color, we wanted some light colors in just to add to it. So a lot of it is going to be white on the uppers. So we'll have, well, of course this will get doors put on it, and then refrigerator in there, and then we'll have a set of uppers right here. And then what we're thinking for the rest of the kitchen is doing like an open shelf concept into that corner, coming out to here where you'll have your stove hood. So that will happen beginning of next week, and then you got this coming to be island here, which would be really nice, and we'll have a couple lights coming down. So yeah, that's the progress made on the kitchen. This is back into the first bedroom. We haven't done just a ton in here. We finished the drywall, of course, and painted, and then painted the ceiling as well. We still haven't got the room color. This is going to be like a dark brown, I believe. And if you come on in, you can just see we got some of the flooring laid down. Wood floor you usually want to put in a house like at least 3 or 4 days before installed, so it can like acclimate to the house. It can swell, shrink, whatever it needs to do. You typically want your house to be about the temperature that you want it to be, around 70 before you install it, or it could shrink or grow, and then you'll get some creaks in it. That's why the wood floor is in the house sitting. Something we do have going on is Lamar's been working on these windows. We want to keep the older style of windows in it just to help out with the craftsman look, and basically he's just been sanding it down, as you can see, and then trying to get it smooth, and then like these little holes that we got going on, he'll take wood filler / Bondo and then just smooth that all over. And then we'll walk into the bathroom here, where it might not look like we've got a lot done, but drywall's done, of course, in here, painted. We hired a guy to come in and do our tile. So I'll just give you a little sneak peek of it. You won't see much here, but here we got like an octagon. I think it's a 6-inch octagon tile with a little bit of tan through it, as you can see, and then a white grout. Our designer is really good at her job. I really like what she's doing here. And then if you look at the shower, this has been tiled well as well. We had to cover it up for the painting. All that stuff. So I'll give you a little sneak peek of that. I'll just peel this off. So we have like a green tile. It's a little dirty now. This will clean up and be shiny. And then on the top you have 3 rows of white tile, just to kind of add to it. But yeah, so that bathtub and surround turned out really well. So this bathroom is ready for the toilet, and the vanity gets set, and then it will be ready to use, and the light fixture. And we can walk into my favorite room. So it's ready for the floor to go down in here, and then after the floor we can do trim and electrical outlets, and oh yes, we need to put that door in for the closet as well. This room is probably the closest room to being completed in the house, but currently it's being used as the storage room for our tools. As we walk into our laundry room, you can see we actually got our window installed. These are the niftiest windows. They just gotta like turn out. Oh, I guess you have to unlock it first. Oops. But you can just like crank it out. I just imagine like wind blowing up from this direction, just hitting the window and pouring into the house. I don't believe these were in either. This is where our washer and dryer are gonna go. And then we're thinking like just a nice, maybe even a slab of like wood on top of this, just to add some natural colors in here. As you see, we just started installing our dryer vent today. It's a little behind the rest of the plumbing and whatnot. I believe today we got the last coat of paint on these walls. As we continue on from the laundry room into the master bedroom, we still need to apply some finishing touches to those doors. New window put in here. Needs to be finished out still. But yeah, most of this is ready for floor. Just kind of final touches to it. Continuing on to the bathroom. This is probably my favorite bathroom in the house. Primarily due to this. So for the floor, we have a 4x4 square tile. And this is all hand cut tile, so I don't know if you can see it from the camera or not. But like these edges aren't perfect. You got little chips right here. And the cuts aren't going to be perfect, obviously, with hand cut tile. So you get a lot of character in your tile. So the ceiling won't need to get tiled yet, and there'll be a little light right in there where you see the hole cut into it. I feel like this bathroom is going to bring so much to the master bedroom. The floor has been tiled as well. We can kind of get a little sneak peek here. It's like a kind of like a Spanish tile, got a little orangey brown going on there, and it's hexagon as well. You'll get the full review once everything's done. And then we're ready to set the toilet and the vanity in here as well. So yeah, we're at a good place. Today they finished the painting in this bathroom as well. Ready for the next room. We made a hole in the door. Sigh. Oh guys, this door. Hold on, let me move this ladder. Okay, the door was opened up as promised out into the back deck. I would show you the back deck, but it looks so good out there. I want to save it for later. Oh my gosh, another mess. As we continue on into the basement, you can see that just a little bit of stuff has changed. We got the drywall hung, it's pretty much all finished. If you look on this wall, you can see that we started with some of our first coats of paint. I really like how this space turned out. It's kind of a leeway into our kitchen, and it just kind of opens up the kitchen and lets air flow in between, so you don't just have this tight tunnel to walk through. We also put up these two walls here. We're gonna pour a landing up just a little bit, and then do 2 steps here, and then we'll have a door. Walking into the basement's bedroom, we're gonna be installing new windows to replace that window and the one out in our living space as well. Down here, we're gonna do a floor that will deal with moisture a little bit better. Concrete likes to sweat occasionally, so we have to get a material that can deal with a little bit of sweating and won't swell up or mold. So coming on into the kitchen, this just got boxed in earlier this week and drywall installed on it. That's our beam going across, holding the upper floor. Over here we have a box built out for plumbing, water lines, sanitary lines, as well as a little bit of electrical in there, and then air duct as well. So that is holding quite a bit of our mechanical for upstairs. As you can see, our kitchen plumbed out, electrical's done. We're just ready to finish the drywall and then continue on with painting in here. Flowing through the kitchen into the bathroom. Last time I think we still had trenches opened for our plumbing for our toilet and our bathtub as well. So here a lot of progress has happened. David installed some tile floors for us. We went with a nice little hexagon pattern as well, kind of flows through the house. We like to cover up the tiles with some Tyvek material in case we have anything get poured on it, like oils or something that gets stain the grout. And then if you come on in, you can see the bathtub here. So due to this being in the basement and having a concrete floor behind it, we needed to build up the bathtub to house the plumbing underneath it. You could bury it in the concrete, but here we chose not to do it. We used the same material that's on the floor as for our curb and step here, and then we transitioned to these rectangle tiles for the walls. We still got probably another coat of mud to put on it, and then a thin skim layer over that just to get rid of all the imperfections. And once that's done, the vanity's ready to go in, and the toilets can go in as well. And here, we got a nice little door. We're just gonna pop in. It'll probably be like, try to hide the door kind of, because that's just gonna be going into the mechanical room. And you know, you won't need access to it every day. And so roughly I'm thinking timeline, we have roughly 5 weeks left. We had some extra work to do to the house considering foundation, as well as we ended up doing the stucco on the exterior of the house. With that being said, next week I'm supposed to be flying to Italy, traveling around Europe for roughly a month or so. But with the project not quite being completed, I have people that will help to finish it up, but we're still trying to work out the dynamics of that and if I can still go the whole duration of what I was planning. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our content, what we had to share in the house with you and along this journey that we're taking. And we'll have more updates involving the house and my traveling journey coming at you soon. Okay, we'll see you next time.
That's a wrap.
Dude, shooting these videos always makes me realize how much of a mess this house is. Like,
Yeah.
usually it's not, usually Fridays are like cleanup day, but cleanup day didn't happen. And it's just kind of frightening.